Okay, so another option that is available to us is what's referred to as a post-Ninhydrin rinse, which is a blend of ethanol and HFE 7100. Simply make a bath of that product. You process your fingerprints on your exhibits, the fingerprints on the thermal paper receipts, and process them as you normally would with for an Ninhydrin process. What will, in all likelihood, happen is, yes, the fingerprints will develop, but in addition to that, you're going to get excessive background development. It's going to stain that emulsion side black, which is going to be obscuring the fingerprints during that development time. And so what we're going to do is we're going to, first off, we're going to develop, process it with Ninhydrin, and put the Ninhydrin developed prints inside of a Ziploc bag, add a little bit of moist, warm breath to it, zip it up, and allow it to sit for several days to allow, under ambient conditions, to develop some prints that are potentially on there. Because we're going to immerse it in the Ninhydrin, it's probably going to stain the emulsion side of the paper. After we let it set for a prescribed time, we'll bring the prints out and then process it with the post-Ninhydrin rinse. And that rinse is simply, as I said, just immersing the exhibit inside the bath, and it will dissipate the staining that appears on there. So we'll put some prints on our paper here first off. Because it's Ninhydrin, being an amino acid, we can do prints on both the emulsion as well as the backside of the paper. So I'm going to put some gloves on, and we'll just put a little bit of Ninhydrin in our bath here. Now, some of the newer chemistries for the Ninhydrin may or may not stain as significantly as what they did in the past. And as we've seen from various techniques and using different formulations or different manufacturers of the thermal paper, some will appear a green color, while others will turn more of a gray or a black color. So we'll let that sit aside for a second here while it air dries. And we'll send our second sample in here. You can see the significant staining that is on there as the paper is immersed into the Ninhydrin solution. Let it sit in there till it's totally saturated. And we'll let that sit to air dry on the side there. So once this is completely air dried, then we will place it into the Ziploc bag, as I said, with a little bit of moist, warm air. Ziploc it shut, and then let it sit to allow the Ninhydrin to react with any latent prints that are on there. Besides, it's not like gloves, it's not in reserve. Okay, so we're in. Okay, so what we've done is we've inserted our receipts inside the bag. I've added a little bit of moist, warm breath in there, zipped it up as it's inflated. And now we'll simply put it into a storage area, preferably ambient temperature and preferably in darkened conditions, because Ninhydrin is affected by UV. It does diminish the quality of the impressions. So we'll do that now.